You know we couldn't get through this month without doing Twiztid, right? So we've got their 2015 album, The Darkness, and I'm glad that it's titled that. It works, it's fitting, and there's just a lot to fear on this album. So I don't know as much about them, but I do know that they left Psychopathic and they have been putting out releases, and I think they have over like 8 or 9 albums. So really, I'm glad. This is very sleek music, and it was pretty fun listen. A lot more than I've had with some of the other records. When I review commercial rap at times, this completely nukes it just because it has so much of a electrifying sound to it. And Twiztid is one of these guys that's really good at doing that. I was going to review the Homicidal album that came out in 2010, but it was a frustrating listen. So that'll probably be in the future. But this album is way better, and I'm going to give it a high score because of that. And like ICP's 2015 albums, this is yet another one to say you should call it home, or it should call your place home. And so, can you smoke to this? The answer is yes. There's some songs like A Little Fucked Up, Boogeyman, A Place in the Woods, Mine Goes Mad, and I'm thinking, I kind of forgot some of these songs. In Hell. Those are some great ones to smoke to. Production is very dismantled, and it's skittery, it's creeping, it's just a bunch of madness that's come together, and I'm really glad that it does, and you're just going to have a lot of fun. Luckily, this album is pretty, it doesn't feel like the production on here is awful, so it's welcome. What I'm trying to say is it's easy to get into. It doesn't have a learning curve with it, so keep that in mind. And so the unheard songs, out of 13 songs, there are 6 skits, and that leaves 13 songs left. I liked 8 out of the 13 that were left. So that's In Hell, A Little Fucked Up, Boogeyman, Down Here, FTS, Take It Away, Mine Goes Mad, and A Place in the Woods. Now, A Place in the Woods is one of the creepiest songs on here. I really liked it. Mine Goes Mad is another one worth taking a look at. Boogeyman's got a really good one. A Little Fucked Up is like a pretty smooth album cut. In Hell is kind of energetic, and so is Back to Hell. Both of those and so is FDS as well. Those are like the kind of rock ones. Well, In Hell isn't, but FTS and Back to Hell are. Those are kind of your high octane numbers that are a little bit more energetic. Twist is pretty, they're good at that. So that's just some stuff. And I'm gonna give this album, the almost song is Back to Hell. I'm kind of on the fence as to how much I like this song, but it's got the energy down. So, I could very well like this in the future. So 8 out of 13 is great, but 9 out of 13 is pretty solid. So I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. Because just 1 or 2 more songs would have made this like a 9.5 out of 10. If I were to like Back to Hell, I'd pretty much give it a 9, but we'll just see how it goes. So, The Future, this is their newest album, and there's also Dark Lotus if you need more of that. And yeah, the social score, I'll give it a 7.5. I mean, people are gonna like this, but I still feel, well, maybe a few guests might have lifted this up more. But yeah, so it's really gonna depend upon who finds it. But it is quality. It's great for Twiztid. It's a great CD. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Can it be topped? Yeah, no, probably not. I mean, this is really good. 8.5. Just one or two more songs would have made this, complete classic. And that's about it. So I give this album a 8.5 out of 10 or a 9, and I give it a 7.5 social. So this is pretty much an immediate listen. You need to put this into your curriculum. So subscribe for more fun.